This is the introduction to the decimals. I would invite a student to come to the mat, and I would state that the unit is in the middle of the mat, and invite them to place the whole circle fraction in the center of the mat. I would ask them if they knew another way to present the unit, and they could pull out a unit green bead. Understanding place value in the decimal system is looking at increments of 10. So we will be increasing by 10 and decreasing by 10. I would ask the student if we took the unit or the one bead and multiplied that by 10, how they could show me what that would look like. They could use the blue 10 bead. If we go back to the unit and we decrease it by an increment of 10, or we divide by 10, I would introduce this new box that we have of discs. And I would also show the student that when we looked at the fractions, if we took 1/10 of the whole circle, we could show that with the fraction piece 1/10. With the new box, we have blue discs for 1/10. We would go back to the 10 bead, and I would ask the student if we increased that by 10, how they could show me what that would look like. They would use the 100 bead. Going back to the 1/10, if we divide that by 10, we would use the red disc for 1/100th. If we cut 1/10 of the 10th fraction, we would have 1/100th. From the 100 bead, if we multiplied that by 10 again, we would have 1,000. Going back to the 100th, if we divide that by 10, we would represent that with the 1,000th disc. Working back on the left, we have the 1,000. If we multiply that by 10 again, we would have the 10,000 bead. From the 1,000th, if we divide that by 10, we have the 10,000th disc. From 10,000 multiplied by 10, we have 100,000. Dividing the 10,000th by 10, we would have the 100,000th place. Multiplying the 100,000 bead by 10, we would then have 1,000,000. And dividing the 100,000th by 10, we would have 1,000,000th. And that would be the introduction to the decimal system.